Welcome to what I eat in a day vlog. Why not? I am not as big of an eater as I used to be. I used to eat like a football player. Now that I'm in my ripe old 30s, my metabolism has somewhat slowed down just a bit. It's still ripping. I became, let's do a quick synopsis. So I became a vegetarian, I think about 5 years ago now. And that consists of still eating dairy products. So I'm not a vegan. I cannot do the vegan thing. I'm proud of people who can, but I have to have dairy or my nails and my bones hurt really bad. Dairy has always been kind of my main source of protein ever since I was a kid. I was a really high level gymnast, a dancer, and a professional snowmobile racer. I've broken my back 2 times, 3 vertebrae, and my leg. I have a lot of injuries from all of those sports. I pretty much worked out 40 hours a week. So for me, dairy has just always been a staple in my diet. So that's kind of like my main source of protein. I am pescatarian. Technically, I try to eat fish at least twice a week. I try to eat a serving of salmon and a serving of whitefish if I can. Sometimes it's usually salmon. But if we go out for like Taco Tuesday, like we did last night, I usually have fish tacos to kind of get that serving in. So I'm going to kind of run you through my morning. It started at 7. I get up, I take the dogs out, and the first thing I do is kind of fill up my gallon jug of water. And then I start my coffee, which is my breakfast, because nothing happens before coffee. Let me rephrase that. But first, coffee. First thing I do before I have any coffee is I try to drink at least a little bit of water, because if I don't do it now, I pretty much don't drink any water until 11, which is really bad. And I literally pretty much try to sit here and just chug it. I just know that that's a big thing, is having enough water, and I always wake up super dehydrated. I don't drink enough water during the day. I'd rather have wine. But it's 8 o'clock, so I'm still behind. But at least I got a little bit of water in, so I will try to finish the rest of this before 9 o'clock, which will be tough. So water first. I will leave this jug in the description below. It's also how I stay super buff, is that I carry this around. And then I get ready to make my coffee for the morning, which I am a coffee snob. I just absolutely love my coffee. Nothing happens before I have coffee. Dunkin' Donuts now is literally 0.3 miles up the street. And it's been really, really, really hard every day not to go get a Dunkin' coffee. But I feel like my coffee is somewhat equivalent in the sense of taste and vanilla syrup. Low sugar. I pretty much use a soup bowl. My system is all programmed for my double cup. I put in this French vanilla syrup in the coffee. It doesn't have any artificial sweeteners or that like aspartame or anything. It's organic. You can buy this on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. It comes in a bunch of different flavors. I just love vanilla. And it's basically, I think, a tablespoon. So I just use the cap. I drink oat milk. It is so good. I'm so glad I made the switch. I usually do soy milk, but I have found that I love the oat milk trend that everyone got on. Solid. So 1 capful goes in. Every last drop. I try to get out. I do a cup of oat milk. And I just give it a little stir. I always lick the spoon. And this is my breakfast. Every morning I have coffee. Part of my coffee routine is I also try to fast, but I have to have just a little something in my stomach. It helps me poop. It helps me start my day. I enjoy it. I enjoy sitting here relaxing with a cup of coffee. It's just how I like to start my morning. So this is meal number 1. It's 8 o'clock. I will basically have this for the next hour while I read my book. I can kind of multitask a little bit. Sit with my kitty, and he's ready for me. Right, you ready for mama? He sits with me every morning. Hi, mama. Every morning, hi, mama. Every morning. So that is kind of my meal number one, and then I'm gonna try to go work out. I have a Pilates class at 10:15. It's usually at 9, so I'm running a little bit behind than what I would normally be doing. Just obviously filming takes a little bit. But yeah, by 9 o'clock, I'm pretty much ready to start my morning. I prefer to get my kitty snuggles in. I need to get out of the habit of grabbing my phone first thing. This is something that I've been working on because I know it just really disrupts my day to see like what I'm waking up to. So I've been trying to take some tips from The Skinny Confidential. I really like her morning routine, so I'm trying to kind of do a couple adjustments. But again, this vlog is about my food intake, my meals, what I do, how I stay so lean and green. I do this really weird thing that I always get every drop of coffee out of my cup, so I just add water to it and I just keep drinking it, and that way I'm able to get my goal of 9 a.m. water by drinking the leftover coffee that has been at the bottom of my cup. I also do this with my green juice that I'll show you later. So I just got back from Pilates and there's a couple things that I want to finish up. So I'm gonna do like a yogurt bowl with that. I'm gonna do a banana for lunch. I like bananas when they're like all green. And then, oh yeah, we have like, I've tried some like, what is this? This isn't a hummus, but it's like a bean dip that was on sale at the grocery store at Whole Foods, so I gave that a try. Dinner tonight is going to be a HelloFresh meal, sun-dried tomato spaghetti. So I'll make that. I'm gonna have green juice. So lots and lots and lots of veggies, and then cucumber. And then I usually always have like whatever's left over from tacos the night before for lunch. So I'm pretty much, because there's not much in here, I'm gonna kind of just make like a little plethora of leftovers for lunch. So at this time in the morning, I have done my workout. It's around 11 o'clock. My body is trained to be just ravenous. I try to fast as long as possible, so it's been about 12 hours since I've eaten. My plan today is just to have some like leftover stuff. I usually for lunch have whatever was left over from dinner. Because we didn't make a HelloFresh meal, I'm gonna eat the leftovers from last night's dinner, which is some shrimp ceviche. So there is basically a handful of chips left and some avocado, shrimp, and fruit. And then this yogurt is basically going bad, so I'm gonna make a yogurt bowl with my protein, a banana. I probably should cut cucumbers up at some point to snack on the hummus that's in the fridge. And then I always have a green juice. I try to drink my green juice either for lunch or like an afternoon snack, but because this isn't a ton of leftovers, I'm just gonna kind of like put as much stuff into my body as I can right now, and that's gonna be that. So hungry. Need a little leftovers, huh, my big man? And then when I'm done eating this, I will let Reese like lick the bowl, so they get a little treat. I'm obsessed with green juice and I cannot wait to have an actual juicer, but because I don't have one, and this is the brand that I buy, they actually sell it on Amazon, so I'll leave a link, or Whole Foods, but it's only got 9 grams of sugar in it, so it's super low, but I'm getting a bunch of vitamins and minerals. So basically I kind of like feel like I'm having a salad. This doesn't have any fruit in it. I've really tried to cut down on my fruit, but I don't have a lot of fruit, but I love bananas, and I'm having some like fruit in the mango salsa with this, but this will be enough to tide me over until like my next snack around 3 o'clock, and then I'll probably have like cucumbers with hummus and all that. So bon appetit. You know what you're gonna get, huh? You always lick the plates, huh? I love leftovers, but I'm like a one-day leftover person. I don't meal prep because I hate food after it's been in there for a couple days. One day is good. So good. I'm a pretty fast eater. So no, I will sip this juice over the next, like, I don't try to like do it slowly, but I just kind of like drink it for the next 30 minutes or so. It's one serving. I don't try to slam it. And then I'm pretty much tied over for 3 hours, and then my body tells me to eat again. So I've always been on like a 3-4 hour eating schedule. I just tried to start fasting as long as possible just because I don't like to work out on a full stomach. I don't like to work out after I eat because I get really bad stomach aches. So I'm just all about fasting and then kind of just eating when you're hungry, and then just trying to eat a little bit to fill up but not to be overly full. So now I need to go get ready for the day, shower, and then get some work done. So I'm almost done with my green juice. It's about 2 o'clock, so I've been sipping for probably a couple hours now. I'm not a big like sugar juice drinker, so I like to just drink this. This is gonna drive my friend Jackie nuts, which is why I'm including it in this. I hate leaving like the little bits that are in the bottles. So I always fill them up just to get like everything out of the bottle. I mean, when you're paying $4 for a juice, every drop is important. So I always just fill it up, and then I give it a shake, and then I make sure that I drink all this, and then I recycle the container. I do this with my coffee cups in the morning. I do this with like the plastic coffee cups, and I do this with my juices all the time. I hate drinking water. That's why I carry on that stupid jug. And I know if I gave myself 2 minutes to chop up limes, lemons, or cucumbers and do like that infused water, I would probably drink more water. But this is another way for me to get 15 more ounces of water with just a little bit of flavoring, so it works for me. So right now I'm going to cut up some cucumbers. I'm gonna wash tomatoes to snack on so we can have some of this like new dip that I got. And then I usually snack on like green olives. I love olives. Basically, I've made it that charcuterie is my snack. I'm just the type of person that when I get hungry, I am hungry stat. Like I'm fucking hangry. So I'm not a big meal prep person. I just like to make sure that I have like some like readily available snacks. I just ate the rest of our trail mix yesterday, but I usually like to also have like, I know this is weird, I fucking sound like an old grandma. I usually like to have like pitted dates or apricots, some sort of a dried fruit. I tend to keep on hand, otherwise like the fresh fruit I just tend not to eat as fast. That's a bad example because I've bought dates like one time this year. I actually want to try some of this dip because I never had it before. Anyways, I'm gonna dig into this. So this is a new thing that we saw at Whole Foods. It is called Field and Farmer Spinach Artichoke Party Dip. It is made from beans, so it's a plant-based, I mean, it's basically hummus. I just wanted to try something different. When I tend to snack on like Mediterranean type foods. So hummus, I love hummus. I like beans a lot. I'm such a weirdo when it comes to like plastic. It's definitely like more watery than hummus. I spill it all over the floor. It's definitely just thinner. But it tastes just like, it tastes like hummus. If you don't like how thick hummus is, you would like this. 8 servings. There are no sugar, 4 carbs, 2 grams of protein, 7 grams of fat. So this is a good source of healthy fat. There is sunflower oil as the second ingredient. I would definitely get it again. I'll probably have half that cucumber. So then we have like 4 servings of cucumbers cut up. Good little snack. That's literally what's in it. So cannelli beans, sunflower, I think it said spinach, artichoke, lemon. And tonight we're gonna have a lot of wine. It is Wine Wednesday. I used to always have a glass of red wine every night, but I I started getting super dehydrated. I wasn't sleeping very well. I was having wine too late before I went to bed, too late in the day. So I've really cut back on my wine drinking. So Wednesdays I typically have some, and Fridays. So tonight we're gonna have wine. So I'm just trying to make sure that like I'm eating enough today and having enough water, because I know how dehydrated that I get with wine. I love wine. So I was just getting set up to cook some dinner. Tonight we're doing another HelloFresh meal. I was trying to see how long this takes to cook, because it's 3:50 right now. We usually eat dinner around 5, and I usually start it like an hour before. But I'm super hungry for some reason, and I found the trail mix that I was looking for earlier. So I'm just gonna snack on a little bit of this. So it's dinner time, and one Wednesday, Brian is joining me because he's home from work. Babe, that's such a cool outfit that you've decided to style. Tell me about it.
2021. It's the new trend.
What do you call this trend?
Well, this is party in the front and the back.
Oh,
and the sides.
Oh, I get it. We are making for dinner right now this yummy pasta. Babe. Mm-hmm. Sun-dried tomato spaghetti with fresh herbs, almonds, and Parmesan. And we do have extra Parmesan cheese because this is my main source of protein, and kind of for now Brian's main source of protein too, as we have transitioned him to basically being a vegetarian. He gets to eat meat a couple times a week.
That's not true. I just can't have a lot of sugars.
So he can't have sugar. His sugar consumption's horrible.
Don't start with my...
Hey babe, will you actually grab me the garlic out of there? So I always add more garlic to my food because one is not enough. Brian also likes garlic, so I always just do like minced garlic. Chopping up the sun-dried tomatoes. This is my favorite thing in this meal. I've had this one before. It's really good.
They look pretty good.
So this HelloFresh comes with like the tomatoes. We gotta rinse these off. It comes with the herbs, which is chives and parsley in this. So it comes with all of our stuff. It comes with Parmesan cheese. My only complaint is that HelloFresh does not give us enough cheese. So I always go to the grocery store and buy extra cheese, because this would be like, how many ounces is this? This is 1 ounce of cheese. So technically 1 ounce is a serving. So this is for me. We'll add more cheese for Brian. It comes with like the veggie stock.
And her.
And what is this? Cream cheese. Oh yeah, this is a good one that we make like a sauce. And then it comes with the noodles. This is about 3 servings. So Brian and me both get a meal, and then this is like my leftovers for. This is like really fresh parsley. It better be, because it's HelloFresh. Everything cut up. It comes with garlic, the chives, parsley, the sun-dried tomatoes, and then we're just gonna boil the noodles. And then when this is done, I think I just will dump those, and then I'll saute the sauce kind of thing. Then I just always combine it, so I'll just use the same pan. So I finished my water rinse. I call it the, what should I call this? You know how I rinse out my containers and dries Jackie nuts?
I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, it's not really good either.
Wasn't good.
Because you're drinking like nasty backwash water with your drinks and your coffee.
I'm drinking the last little bit of organic juices from the container. Babe, you love this stuff, don't you?
Oh, God. She wouldn't let me get the one I wanted to try, which was that brand, but it had like watermelon and like strawberries. Like it was, but it's this brand, so if it's this brand, it's still healthy, right?
And how many grams of sugar was in it?
I don't know, not as much as the normal intake of a Yoo-hoo.
So I probably gotta cut these up quick, and then it's such an easy recipe. It's super easy. I like HelloFresh. I don't like to cook, and I feel like I can't fuck this up. So you don't mind it, right, babe? It's decent.
Oh, I like it.
So when dinner's done, we'll have some wine and unwind. So I always add a shit ton of olive oil just because it's healthy fat to all the recipes. So this is all simmering right now together. Then we'll add the noodles, top with the almonds and the chives and parsley and the cheese, and we're good to go. He doesn't really like almonds, so I might just put those on my part. Actually, we have leftover cheese from another meal. I'm gonna dump that in. This is why I'm not a good cook.
Me either, because if you're like, oh, maybe I should put this in there, I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah, do it.
So I always add like a really good quality olive oil, the best I can get, because this is a good source of healthy fat. And I heard some crazy shit about olive oil. There's like, did I tell you that there's like the mob puts in like asbestos and shit into olive oil? It was olive oil. I'm almost positive. No? Every last drop. Okay. This is one of my favorite meals. It's actually pretty light for a pasta. Thanks. So we're gonna let this sit for a bit. So good.
And then she puts it back into the pot. Did you all see that? So I guess it's okay we're together.
Here, put you back to work.
Not a big deal.
So look at how pretty it is. Isn't that pretty?
Yum.
I usually add like spinach if I have it in the house too, but we actually followed the recipe pretty much this time. So let that kind of just warm up a bit. And then we will toss it with the rest of the Parmesan cheese. And but this fucking wine! I had a rough day. I had a meltdown.
She did. This is very true.
It's not pretty. I have a headache.
All the animals were assholes today.
I got nothing done.
And Mom had to deal with all of it.
I looked cute and got nothing done.
She does look cute. Look at her.
Look at these abs. And I eat pasta because I don't have a lot of sugar. And I drink so much water. Can you actually hand me my jug? Remember, I had the green juice and then I filled up the green juice. So I actually drank probably, what, half of this?
No, you're not even close to half.
Yeah, I am. Watch. Am I better at drinking wine or water? All right, so it's 5 o'clock. It's time to eat. We try to eat around 5 o'clock every day. Are you hungry? You're probably starving.
I am starving.
Okay, let's plate this up. What is the thing? What do the Italians say when it's time to eat?
Mangia.
No, it's something else. They're like bon appetit or something.
You can say bon appetit, but I can say mangia.
There's not a total, I mean, we both had a little more, so there's still a little less than one meal left, which is totally fine. But yeah. Does it look good? It smells good.
Looks great.
I added a ton of garlic too.
Yeah, I heard that.
We're gonna eat. And then have some wine. And my crabby ass needs to go to bed. Do you know what my mom used to call this? A happy plate. It's good, huh?
Yeah, it was really good.
You know what's even better?
Wine time?
Yes. Been waiting all day for this with chocolate.
Who can have chocolate?
Well, technically you can because it's my kind of chocolate.
I have chocolate milk. Yoo-hoo.
No, you are you. Time for some wine. Your little puppy's got your little wine bandanas on. Yes, what you wearing? You got your new shirt on? Oh, wow, you're handsome. Are you so cute? We picked up this bottle yesterday, oh my god, what day is it? I don't even know anymore. It's pretty. So this is what we're gonna have tonight for wine. And then I'm gonna pair it with, oh, I moved my chocolate. Where are my chips? Oh, you're the best. So I always just have, with my wine, just like a couple handfuls of dark chocolate chips. Sometimes 3, sometimes 1. This is like the new rabbit that comes with all the attachments. So we found this on Amazon, and I have one at home, but it's just the electric thing. It didn't come with all the other pieces. Well, it came with the foil cutter, but not like the pourer. So this is kind of cool. So, isn't it a beautiful sound?
Yes.
We're just gonna do the bottle like we always. So this is basically what I consume for dessert, and every once in a while cannoli. Okay, cheers. So that is, let me try it first. Tasting like a lot of oak or wood. Aren't you? No? Every day is kind of different, but that's about how I stay lean and mean and green. And where are abs made?
Normally we're people who don't eat bread.
Shut up. In the kitchen. I'm tired. I feel like this is an exhausting day showing you what I ate all day, even though it wasn't that much. I'm actually a pretty good eater. Because like when we have Pizza Friday,
Hey.
I eat a lot. There's a lot more vlogs on my channel, so be sure to hit subscribe, hit like. If you have any questions, comment below, and if you're gonna be a dick, don't even bother because I won't respond. So, yeah. Should be
Ain't
like,
got time for that
ain't
shit.
got time for that because it's time to unwind.
You
Love me some dark chocolate. 2 glasses of wine to 1 glass of water. Solid ratio, 2 to 1, right?
Solid ratio.
I think I have it backwards.